named Ishita. So she's describing her case. Her child Dhairya is 19 months old, and she's a child with Down syndrome. Uh, I'm sorry, there is a boy. So he's a child with Down syndrome, and he doesn't walk or stand on his own. He throws everything they give to his hands, doesn't hold a glass of water bottle or anything, and he always wants the parent to be there. He doesn't play alone. So, is that a point of concern? And what would be your advice to Ishita to make some changes?
So I would love if the child wants to play with me all the time if the age is 19 months. But because it's too small, so definitely the child wants you and he loves the mother. So that is why he always wants to be around you. So that's a beautiful thing. You should just enjoy this period because it's not going to come back. You know, you will not know after a few years. They just don't want to see our faces. You know, I face that with my 6-year-old right now. So just cherish the childhood. That is the joy of parenting. So apart from that, when you say that he's throwing and he's crying and he's always he's not verbal. Did she mention that?
No, not, no, she hasn't. The child only speaks mum, mum, and ah. Those
Yeah,
are the only few words
right.
that the child speaks.
Yeah, so maybe the child is not having that much communication. That is how he's venting out, in the way he's able to communicate because he's not having the vocabulary till now. It's too young, right? 19 months. So please give him some time, give him a lot of input and talk continuously to him, sing a lot of songs and talk about the family and continuously talk about what all is happening around him, and how you are feeling. Don't assume that he's not understanding. He is understanding every bit. So just don't assume that. He's just not able to communicate, and that is how he's venting out in his different ways. So when he's angry, he's throwing, or maybe I would also recommend if he's throwing all the time, to check with a sensory integration expert. If there are sensory concerns, they generally give you sensory programs. If you do that, that definitely, helps in altering the situation. So I would highly recommend, first of all, talk a lot with the child and spend a lot of time with the child. That will itself solve 50%